Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kiki.
Today we're looking at part 1 of our article, Gandhi and his Peaceful Way. So Gandhi is, a historical figure and he's a great inspiration to many people. Many people try to be like Gandhi.
Right.
So Kiki, who inspires you? Who do you look at for, guidance on how to live your life and how to do things?
Well, I remember there are a couple teachers back when I was in school, especially in middle school. I had a teacher that gave me a lot of really good advice on not just school, but also on how to be a good person. So a lot of the things that he said to me still resonate and I still remember those things. So he was a great role model for me.
Wow, that's really great.
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
Well, I wish I had a great role model, but whenever I looked at people, there was always something not perfect about them. So I just thought, I can be my own role model because, I'm perfect.
Okay, well, you try to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, well, I just do whatever I would do, and that's always the best way to do things.
Right. There's no such thing as perfect, Matt.
Okay.
Well, so today we are going to learn about Gandhi, who was a role model to a lot of people. Right?
So, let's learn some more about Gandhi and his peaceful way.
This once great leader inspires many people. He fought for people's rights and religious freedom. He also fought to stop poverty and make India an independent country. He did all that without violence.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at part 1 of Gandhi and his peaceful way.
Yep. Our first vocabulary is right here in the title, which is the word peaceful. So peaceful is an adjective, and if you look into the word, you could see peace. And usually when you think about peace, it's something that's very calm, tranquil, and just not very disruptive. And usually when something is peaceful, we're also trying to be non-violent, right? So Gandhi was a very peaceful person. So let's start with today's article. This once great leader inspires many people.
Okay, so in there we have another vocabulary word, and this is a verb, which is to inspire. So to inspire means to give someone the urge to do or to feel something, and it's often used in a way of doing something artistic. So if something inspires you to paint a pretty painting, maybe you saw something beautiful and it gave you the feeling that you wanted to make a painting. In this case, you see what Gandhi is doing and he makes you want to do the same things like he does.
Right. So Gandhi was a person that really inspired a lot of people. His actions made people want to be like him.
That's right. He fought for people's rights and religious freedom.
So here we have the vocabulary word religious, and it is an adjective describing people that believe in certain types of religion. So when you are a religious person, you practice the different practices and different rituals of certain religions. And in this case, he was trying to help people, allow them to believe and practice the religions that they want to do.
All right, and they have religious freedom. So freedom is a noun and it means the state of having the ability to do what you want to do, to think what you want to think, or to believe whatever you want to believe. So nothing is controlling you. You have the freedom to do what you want. And in the case of religious freedom, it means you can believe what you want or worship or go to whatever place you want to go to express your religion.
Right.
Now, he said he fought for these things. He fought for religious freedom. Now, we know he's a peaceful guy, so he's not really fighting.
Right.
But in this case, he is struggling against, or he's, doing what he can to go against those that would try to take away those freedoms or not give those freedoms.
Right. So in this case, we might be talking about a type of government body that he's trying to go against, right? So let's continue to find out what Gandhi did to help people get their religious freedoms.
He also fought to stop poverty and make India an independent country. He did all that without violence. Okay.
Okay, well, at that time, India was under British rule. Right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and they were, even though the British were in their country, most of the local native people, they were very poor. And he wanted to make a change. So that comes to our next word, poverty. Poverty is a noun, and it's basically describing people or areas that are really, really poor. So not only are you poor without money, but the whole area is underdeveloped. People don't have money, they don't have food, and they probably don't even live in houses. So poverty is to describe an area that is just not rich at all.
Okay, yeah. So another word there is independent. Independent meaning free from or not under the control of something else or someone else. So in this case, India, they wanted to be independent from the British Empire because they were under the control of the British Empire, and the British Empire would, be their government and would also take resources back to Great Britain and maybe not benefit or not give as much to India as, they felt like they deserved. We can also use independent to just mean that someone prefers to do things alone. So someone might say, that young girl is very independent for her age. She goes to school on her own.
That's right. And so we know that even though the British Empire had all this power over India, it wasn't helping the country at all. So Gandhi really wanted to make a change, but he believed that he could make this change without any violence. So the word violence means to do things without hurting people and without malicious or bad intent. So you're trying to do things without hurting someone else, without arguments, and that's why he was a really peaceful person. So he wanted to break away from the British Empire without using any violence. All right, so that is it for right now, but we have more after the break.
This great person was Mohandas K. Gandhi. As a child, he learned many things from his mother. She didn't hurt animals, break her promises, or believe in using violence. Those values influenced Gandhi a lot. As he grew, Gandhi developed them even more. He also used them to help change the world.
Welcome back. So before the break, we were talking about this great leader, and this is a person who fought for religious freedoms. He also fought against poverty and even fought for independence for India. So it sounds like a great person. So who is this great leader?
Well, this great person was Mohandas K. Gandhi. As a child, he learned many things from his mother.
She didn't hurt animals, break her promises, or believe in using violence. So she sounds like a very peaceful person.
Yeah.
She's, nobody should be hurting animals. And also, you shouldn't break your promises because then no one will trust you. And yeah, you shouldn't be a violent person.
Seems like he had a pretty good role model.
Yeah.
And probably
like me, just like my role model.
Yeah, you're yourself.
Yes. All right, so Gandhi's mom didn't break promises.
Right.
So we have this word break, and break means to cause something to separate into multiple pieces or to more than one piece, or just to, take something apart into pieces. So when we talk about breaking a promise, we mean that you are not keeping your promise whole. So you are letting someone down, lying to them, not doing what you said you would do.
And a promise, we know, is something that is kind of important because a promise is all about keeping your word. A promise is basically when somebody guarantees or declares that they are committed to doing something that they say that they will do. So, for example, I promised Matt that I will go to your next game. So, I can't break that promise, which means next time I will definitely be there to watch you play Gaelic football.
We'll see if she breaks her promise or not. All right. Okay, continuing with the article, those values influenced Gandhi a lot. Okay, so values here, those values meaning those things that his mom did, those things that his mother made sure to do. And those are values. Values are rules or standards that someone holds themselves to, usually in their life. So his mother had these values of not hurting animals, not breaking promises, of not being violent. So these are values that Gandhi also has.
And they're things that are important to that individual. Each person's value may be different, but each value is important to each individual. As he grew up, Gandhi developed them even more. He also used them to help change the world. So this is talking about those values that his mother had and that he had inherited from her. So those values stuck with him. And not only did it stay with him, he made them even bigger. He built up on those values. And those values helped him change the world. And how does he change the world?
Well, we're going to have to wait to find out in part 2, and we'll see you then.
This once great leader inspires many people. He fought for people's rights and religious freedom. He also fought to stop poverty and make India an independent country. He did all that without violence. This great person was Mohandas K. Gandhi. As a child, he learned many things from his mother. She didn't hurt animals, break her promises, or believe in using violence. Those values influenced Gandhi a lot. As he grew, Gandhi developed them even more. He also used them to help change the world.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 peaceful 形容词，和平的、平静的。They hope for a peaceful solution. 他们希望有一个和平的解决方案。下一个单字 inspire 动词，激励、启发。The teacher's words inspired the students. 老师的话激励了学生们。下一个单字 freedom 名词，自由。People in that country fought for their freedom. 那个国家的人民为自由而奋斗。最后一个单字 independent 形容词，独立的。The country became independent years ago. 这个国家几年前独立了。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个，我们整理一下 fight 的用法。首先 fight 的三态是 fight, fought, fought。我们先来看看第一个用法 fight to 加动词，为做某事而奋斗，努力去做某事。我们来看看这个例句 We fight to make the world a better place. 我们为使世界变得更美好而努力奋斗。我们再来看看第二个用法 fight for 加名词，争取某事物。 Kevin fought for justice for his friend. Kevin 为他的朋友争取正义。Justice 指的就是正义。下一个文法 break one's promise， 某人违反承诺。break 意思是破坏、违反，它的三态是 break, broke, broken。Promise 是一个可数名词，意思是承诺、诺言。我们来看看这个例句 ：Mia broke her promise to her children. Mia 违背了对孩子们的承诺。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hey, it's KiWi on the street.
I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie, and can we hurry this up? I'm so hungry.
Well, what do you want to eat today?
IBC, you choose.
Okay, well, we'll go look for something to eat. But we gotta work on our abbreviations first.
Let's work on some abbreviations. Our first one is HBD. What does
Happy
it
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
荷包蛋。Happy birthday.
Okay.
I think it's happy birthday too.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Ding, ding, ding. Very correct. Very good. Okay, we also have, TBF.
To be frankly. To be further.
To be fair.
Together, be friendly.
Together, boyfriend.
Two boyfriend.
Yeah, I think
it's two
Correct.
I think it's three boys.
Three
boyfriends. Whoa, you guys are.
I think that's
smart.
such a good answer.
But you guys are all wrong.
Wow.
It is to be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Oh.
Okay. IIRC.
Okay, I'll give you a last hint. If I.
Oh.
If I remember,
Remind.
Oh, so close.
I is if I. If I.
Remember?
For example, you take a test and your teacher says that answer is
Correct.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, very good. What did we learn today?
Let's work on today's abbreviations. Our first one is HBD. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And we'll notice that birthday is actually split into two letters, B and D, so birth and day. So for example, you could say, we all wish you a happy birthday. Then we have our second abbreviation, which is TBF, to be fair. To be fair. And usually in the context, we use it as kind of defending someone or something. So for example, A says, I think Miss Robbins gives us too much homework. And B would then say, well, to be fair, she just wants us to do well on our tests. Then we have our final abbreviation, IIRC. If I remember correctly, if I remember correctly. So for example, you could say, if I remember correctly, you're allergic to shellfish. That's all we have for today. KiWi later.